Very warm welcome to all of you to this video lecture, and together today we'll try to understand the introduction to biopharmaceutics in this lecture. So let's start with the definition. Biopharmaceutics basically is the branch of pharmaceutical sciences which actually study the factor influencing directly, we can say, the bioavailability and use that information to optimize the therapeutic efficacy of the drug. So if we understand, if we try to get into the basics of biopharmaceutics, studies try to understand the pharmacokinetics and the pharmacodynamics, study of the dosage form inside the human body. So basically it is the behavior, how the drug behave pharmacokinetically and pharmacodynamically in the human body, and finally this information or this behavior is used to develop a drug product with optimized therapeutic efficacy to get the maximum clinical benefit for the patient, and we can also reduce the toxicities and we can increase the safety of any dosage form. So to get as we have seen in the biopharmaceutics, understanding of pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics is very important. So let's move to the pharmacokinetics. So as in the picture you can see, in this we discuss pharmacokinetics. Pharmacokinetics is basically defined as the study of time course of the drug, or you can say ADME of the drug inside the body. And in the simple word we can say what the body do with the drug. So what the body do with the drug? The body, if you take any drug, for example, if you take any drug inside the stomach, it will be absorbed, it will be distributed throughout the body through the blood, it will be metabolized by different organs like liver, and it will be finally excreted by the human body. So ultimately we can say these four processes will be done by the body to the drug. So this is basically the pharmacokinetics is. Pharma means drug and kinetics means the movement. So movement of a drug molecule will take place in the body through the absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion. So finally we can understand pharmacokinetics means what the body do. What the body do? Absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion. So let's move to the next slide. So now we are coming to the first part of the pharmacokinetics, that is the absorption. So absorption, when we talk about absorption, the bioavailability itself comes into the play because they are very closely related. So bioavailability is nothing but the rate and the extent of absorption. Got it? And from where to where? It is from the site of administration to the systemic circulation. So as in the picture you can see, the drug when enters into the stomach, or you can say the complete GIT, it get absorbed to the blood vessels and finally reach to liver and then to the systemic circulation. So when we call the absorption is completed, when the drug from the oral route from the GIT it reaches to finally to the systemic circulation, not to the blood, to the whole systemic circulation. So this is about absorption, we can say. So now we are coming to the second part of the pharmacokinetics, that is the distribution. What basically body do with the drug after the absorption is the distribution. So in this distribution, drug move to the site of action via blood circulation, or we can say the systemic circulation. As in the diagram you can see, when the drug enters or your dosage form enters into your GIT, you can say through the oral route, it get liberated in the sense the API become free in your stomach or in your GIT after getting dissolved, and that this pure API get absorbed through this biomembrane into the systemic circulation, and it reaches to, it get distributed, or you can say it gets spreaded to various organs of the body through the blood circulations. Different organ it reaches, like brain, fat, or you can say muscles, or to the kidney, and various tissues and all over to the body it reaches. So after the distribution, and distribution is very important in terms, we can say, to reaching to the site of action. For reaching to the site of action, drug may have to cross many placental barriers or any kind of barrier which is available in the body, and finally it reached to systemic circulation. And then let's move to metabolism. Metabolism is the third part of the pharmacokinetics. In the metabolism, actually, when the major organ which is responsible for, you can say, the metabolism is the liver. When the drug get distributed, it reaches to the different organ, or you can say after the absorption, the blood directly reaches to liver. So in the liver, the major metabolism of the drug take place in the liver, because liver is the organ which is responsible for the detoxification or the any kind of chemical structures, because lots of enzyme like P450 family is available in the liver. So what the basically metabolism do with the drug? In the metabolism, there are two phases, or you can say there are two steps. One is the phase 1 and the second one is the phase 2. In the phase 2, the molecule is get you can say metabolized, or you can say the chemical structure of the molecule get changed with the help of oxidation, hydrolysis and the reduction. These are the simple reactions which take place in the phase 1 reaction, and the molecule is get converted either into electrophile, or you can say the nucleophile. And after this stage, the phase 2 starts. In the phase 2, these nucleophile and electrophile undergo the conjugation reaction. Means conjugation means a joining of a large functional group to the main molecule, and by getting joined with these large molecules, finally the drug molecule get converted into hydrophilic. So the basically as we have seen in the diagram, basically the lipophilic compounds are converted into hydrophilic compounds by the involvement of these two phases and the various enzymes, and finally we get the hydrophilic molecules, which get dissolved into the body fluids and get excreted out through the urine and the various fluids which comes out of the body. This is all about metabolism, and this is the third step of the pharmacokinetics, and metabolism is done by the body to the drug. That's why it is the part of pharmacokinetics. So now moving to the excretion. After this is the fourth stage, or you can say the final stage of the pharmacokinetics, in which drug, as the name suggests, drug is finally, or you can say irreversibly, drug is excreted out of the body, or you can say it is the irreversible loss of the drug from the system. So when we talk about you can say drug related material, or you can say drug related metabolite, different organs is responsible for the elimination of this particular drug. So in this elimination, or you can say excretion, there are many organs which are involved. Many of them are the major. I have told you that the liver and kidney, lungs and other body organs which are also responsible for the, you can say, excretion in the form of urine, in the form of feces, breath, even the tears and the saliva and the sweat. These are the kind of fluid in which drug can be excreted out from the body by the different organs of the body. So now we are coming to the overall journey of the drug, or you can say movement of the drug from the, you can say, administration to the excretion and the therapeutic effect. So basically this journey of the drug is divided into three phases. One is the pharmaceutical phase, second is the pharmacokinetic as we have discussed, and last one is the pharmacodynamic phase. So let's starting from the pharmaceutical phase. Pharmaceutical phase starts when your drug is administered, and finally it get disintegrated. Disintegration means when the drug, or you can say your tablet, get break down into small particles, and then it undergoes the second step, that is the dissolution in your stomach. Dissolution means these disintegrated small particle get converted into liquid form, or we can say in the solution form, so that the complete molecules of the API get liberated into your stomach, or you can see at the site of absorption. Then the pharmacokinetic phase started, and we have already discussed the part 4 part of the pharmacokinetics in the previous slides. So we are directly coming to the pharmacodynamics phase now. In the pharmacodynamics, actually pharmacodynamic means what the drug do with the body, just reverse to the pharmacokinetics. In this pharmacodynamics, what the drug do with the body. Actually what the drug do with the body is, when it reach to the site of action, or you can say the finally to the site where it have to bind, or by any mechanism, so it show its pharmacological effects by various mechanism, and leads to therapeutic effects and the toxic effects if there may be genetic variations, and maybe due to the high concentration, and maybe due to different behavior of the drug. So ultimately these three steps, pharmaceutical phase, pharmacokinetic phase, and pharmacodynamic phase, is involved in the whole journey of the drug molecule. So finally now we are coming to the final part of this lecture, that is the classification of mechanism of drug absorption. Actually this is the first part of the pharmacokinetics, absorption, and now we are discussing various mechanism through which drug get absorbed. So basically it is divided into three main categories. One is the transcellular, second will be the paracellular, third will be the vascular transport. And as in the diagram you can see, if the drug molecule is entering into the cell, the cytoplasm, and then reaching to the other side, then it is called as, you can say, transcellular. T means trans means through the cell. So if the drug is entering into the cell to cross the biomembrane and it reaches to the another side, then the process is called as transcellular. And the second one is given as a paracellular. Paracellular, as you can see the blue lines, there are the arrangement of the cells. In between these cells there are free spaces are available, that is called as interstitial spaces, or the tight junctions in which the drug can enter and directly reach to the another side. So this is the another pathway through which the drug can cross the biomembrane and can reach to the another side. So when the drug molecule, in the picture you can see, when the drug enter into your GIT, it get breakdown, this disintegration take place, then the dissolution it comes into, and after when it finally get liberated in the free molecules, then it can follow these three mechanisms. So third one will be your vesicular transport, and it is also called as endocytosis. Endocytosis, what basically happens in this also in this mechanism, drug will also again enter into the cell, but how it is different from the first one, transcellular. In this vesicular transport, as the name suggests, the vesicle formation will take place, and when it when the drug molecule come into the contact with the cell membrane, it get converted, it get engulfed by the cell membrane and converted into vesicular, and then this vessel travel through the cytoplasm and release the free drug molecule to the other side of the membrane. So finally we will concluded this lecture by classifying, because this is the part of the further the mechanism of drug absorption. We will continue in the next lecture. Thank you all of you, and have a nice day. Thank you for patience and listening, and hope you like it. Thank you.